Good evening, everyone. Happy evening before Father's Day. It was very important that I came on tonight to do this because I wanted to play a song for my father, just like I played a song for my mother for Mother's Day. And I wanted to make sure that when Father's Day began, it would be there. Now, my father, like my mother, they are no longer on this earth, but I still feel like music is transcendent. So I really don't doubt for a minute that somewhere music is a part of their life too. So I interestingly enough, I was like, I don't know what I'm going to play for him, you know. So I was going through the music and never even knew that the song Fly Like a Bird, which I have always loved, was here. And so I was like, okay, well, that's it. That's what I'm going to do. The song is by, the words and the music are by Ken Canedo. And I really never knew that. I just knew that I loved the song because I would hear it at funerals and memorial masses, and I'd sit there and it would take me to another place. But I never really knew that I had it here. So I didn't play it until now. So before I read the quote, which is actually, you know, it's a quote poem by Rumi, I just want to make the dedication because quickly, so it's not too long, but you know, it's very important that the dedication, of course, tonight is to my own father, who was a very romantic soul. Even though he was an electrical engineer, he would sit out there on the porch and listen to the birds sing and love, you know, just sitting on the porch back in Western PA. So I too love sitting on my porch and listening to the birds sing. He passed that on to me. So I do want to, you know, of course, dedicate it to him and to all fathers. And I also want to dedicate it to very special men in my life, too. So the first one is still a second father to me and was at a very, very pivotal time in my life. When I was in 9th grade, he was my social studies teacher, and then never lost touch with him. And all these years, he's been like a father to me. And his name is Mr. Farrell. And I'm going to go home and see him because his cancer once again came back. So I definitely want to travel across country to see him and see how he's doing. And I'm going to do that, God willing. Then I also want to dedicate it to Father Joe, who I have a short about too. And he was my piano teacher for 3 years. And he did more for me in those 3 years than I could ever imagine. He gave me the most difficult pieces. I memorized them, and then he somehow believed in me enough that I had the courage to perform them. And I don't have a whole lot of courage to perform. So definitely to Father Joe, who is no longer here on this earth either, but I feel he's right where my parents are. And then I also want to dedicate it to my dearest brother, who I have actually talked about on this channel and dedicated this channel to, because I would probably have never started to really play the piano again and even start making videos again if it hadn't been, you know, for again the inspiration and the invitation and the door that was opened to play the piano again. So anyhow, I think that I think that's clear enough. And to all fathers out there, thank you for being fathers to those of us who very much need you there. And though some of our fathers may not be with us here on earth, they are still with us in many ways. So Rumi wrote, "You have escaped the cage. Your wings are stretched out. Now fly. And I think that that is a perfect entrance for this song, Fly Like a Bird. I'm going to do my best to play it for you and hope that it brings you peace and serenity on this eve before Father's Day. Well, I hope that worked out. I hope you were able to experience the bird's flight. And I wish you a beautiful Father's Day tomorrow. And thank you for listening. And have a beautiful evening too. Good night.